Hello and welcome back to some more of The Witness. In our last episode, we managed to make it to the mountaintop over here, see all the progress we've done with these lasers we've been redirecting. It looks like we're actually really close to solving this over here, but fortunately looks like there's one more lock in our way, so we did see a yellow box down here. I think that one is going to be a laser. But we also have this one laser over here that's going off into the ocean that we do need to redirect at some point. So I'm not actually sure if this one down here is a laser as well or not. But anyway, we said that we were going to try to make our way over to this colored water area over here. And it looks like we might be able to make our way over there from this castle area. So let's head down there and see if we can try to follow this path in. Oh, we have this. What is this? Oh, it follows the river below. So is this going to be one of those? Nice. Where does that one go? Yeah, it looks like there's another one of those stony towers over there. Maybe we'll pass by there on the way down as well. All right, let's head on down the mountain. Ooh, we found this on our way down the mountain. What is going on here? Don't think we've seen these different colored ones yet. Maybe we just collect them in order, right? Blue. Oh, wait, no, I think I know what this is. I think this is one of those two-sided puzzles. So the yellow starts up top and the blue starts on the... That can't be right, though. Because then how do we separate the black and the... I think we can still do it, actually. Well, actually, let's test out our theory. So my theory is that if I start down here, there's another one at the top right. And if that's true, then that means that we should be blocked if we do something like this. Yes. So I think there is another laser that's starting from the top right and mirroring all of our movements. So we can get that laser to collect the yellow at the top right by doing this, right? We can grab this blue. I'm trying to track where the yellow is. So I think maybe something like this. So right now the yellow should be around here, right? Yeah. And then I think we can actually solve this by just doing maybe something like this. We need to separate the white somehow. Oh, we do this. Okay, no, we're blocked. Okay, so instead of, okay. Okay, so we need this. Try this maybe. And that should unblock us, I believe, over here. Except I made a mistake. Need to go up one more to separate the white from the... I think this should be a solution. Wow, that was hard. All right, what is our reward? It looks like we get another one of these. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jot this one down in my handy dandy witness notebook. All right, so now we have two of those that we can use next time we are in the area of the windmill. All right, let's keep on hiking down the mountain. Okay, I believe we have managed to find our way into this colored water area. And it looks like we might start to understand what these blocks mean. specifically the Tetris block that we've been running into. Hopefully this is going to be some kind of tutorial. This seems pretty self-explanatory, right? It seems like we want to isolate this square, right? Same thing over here. Probably going to want to isolate the bottom square here from the top two to make the design, which is what I feel like we've been trying to do on other puzzles we've encountered, but for some reason it hasn't been working. And this is just, we're going to isolate 2 blocks, right? Okay. Yeah, this is like the solution that we've been trying to do, but for some reason we haven't been getting it to work on other puzzles we've encountered. So here we make a L shape, right? Yeah. Then here we need to make a square like this, right? And then here we need to make this shape. So how are we going to do that? I'm seeing this solution maybe, right? So that makes the L, and then we just head on to the exit, and then this is on the other side. Oh my gosh, what the heck? So many of these. So this seems pretty self-explanatory. Just gonna separate them all like this. Okay, and then this. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. It's just this? Okay, how does that work now? So I'm guessing we can combine these two together. Maybe that's the trick that we've been missing before. Because before we would see more than one of these. So maybe the trick is we're supposed to combine them. Well, we don't have to. Because this one over here, we didn't have to combine them, right? But we could if we wanted to. So that's good to know. So for example, we can combine this one and this one to make a square. Yes. And we can combine this one and this one to make kind of a 2x3 block, right? Okay, we're getting the hang of these. Same thing over here, just another 2x3 block, I assume, right? Yep. And same thing over here. These can also be combined into a 2x3 block. Okay. Now this one is going to be something that looks like this. Okay. Yeah, we're really speeding through these. Now what are we going to do here? Okay, so I see a shape that looks like this. So we have these 4 in the bottom corner, and then these 2 in the top. And I think we can form that shape by doing something like this. All right, so then we have the square, and then the 1x2 at the top left. All right, perfect. I'm assuming that was just a tutorial. I don't think that actually activated anything. Although, let's just go over here real quick, see what's at the end of this dock. There's a cave, or not a cave. Okay, so that's locked from the other side. This is probably getting a little off the beaten path here, but yeah, this actually leads us to where we were last episode. We were actually here last episode in this exact spot, and we couldn't figure out how to get around, but apparently there was just a hidden path that we just overlooked. And it was not this one. Alright, back into the main puzzling area. What are we going to be doing over here? Okay, this is interesting. So let's start here. We know we can isolate the 1x3 over here. And then I'm wondering if we can make kind of like a T shape over here like this with the other two. So the horizontal and the vertical combine like that to make a T shape on the right-hand side. Okay, so that's going to do something. Oh, shoot, we're moving. Okay, so that's interesting. So I'm guessing whichever one this guy is tethered to, it goes to that direction. So since we went to the right, it's pulling the horizontal block, which we're standing on, to the right. And if we wanted to go back, we would just like solve the puzzle in like reverse, basically, I assume. Yeah, the answer to this seems pretty straightforward and intuitive, but for some reason we've been really struggling with these Tetris piece puzzles. I don't know what we've been messing up on before, but what's over here? Are we gonna at some point drain the pool and get down here? Maybe. Let's continue. This looks like nothing, or at least it looks like we can't unlock it yet. So let's head up the hill over here. Okay. Is this going to also affect the environment, or... I think these are just puzzles. Normal puzzles, right? So we have 3 across. We also have 3 up. So how is that going to work? That doesn't seem possible. I'm thinking... Okay, this is weird. But I'm thinking we can combine them like this. Right? No, this isn't right. It's almost right. I think it's this instead. Okay, so my thinking there was that this horse... Oh, this is 4. I thought this was 3. So I think that solution we had... Okay. So I think it is this then. Yeah, so the idea here is that these 2 verticals are here. It's 1, 2, and then the 4 across goes at the bottom. That was our solution there. It looks like this might be something similar, but not quite, because we can't cut through here anymore. But what I think... Ooh, I like this one. What if we make it like a U shape like this? Where the vertical 3s are 1, 2, and then the horizontal 4 is on the bottom like this. I like that. All right, let's just... Okay. I'm wondering, how do we isolate the one in the middle here? That seems really difficult to do. Unless we combine it with one of the other ones somehow. But I don't know how we could combine it with anything. So let's think about this for a little bit. I think the answer here is going to involve combining all 3 of them. And I think it's going to do... I think it's going to be... I think I'm close. So what I kind of want to do here is I want to combine all 3 of them together and make a shape that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put the dot here and then put the 2 horizontal up here. But I don't know how to like kind of make that. Oh, I see it now. Never mind. Yes. All right. All right. We're getting trickier now. We're getting tricky. I feel like this might be a solution. Yes. So, okay, so that opened that down there. So yeah, this I put the vertical here, this horizontal here, so group those together. And then I put this one and this one together, putting the 2 block over here, and then the L shape over here. So these are getting quite, I'm going to use a lot of spatial reasoning here. Just continue on our way. Okay, so this looks like a simple, we're just going to put the dot in the middle here, right? And just isolate everything together. Yep. Okay, so now these 2 can combine to make a 2x2, right? Just a 2x2 square, like this. Okay. Now this can be put here to make an L, but that doesn't... Okay. And then this is a 4. So I think we want to put... Okay, I think it's this. Yeah, so this one and this one combine to make this kind of L shape here. And then this 4 just goes all the way across the top. All right, let's do this one. Ooh, this is tricky. So this... We want a 2 and a 2. So if we want to combine that with something... So I feel like we have to combine this with something, because otherwise there's no way to isolate this shape while keeping this singular square inside of that shape. So it has to be combined with something. And in fact, we have to fill in the gap completely. So for example, this couldn't fill it in because it would only fill in one of the columns. We need to fill in both of the columns. So I'm actually going to try to get a pencil and paper here, see if I can work some stuff out here. Okay, so I think I managed to craft a solution on paper. My solution is going to look something like this. Man. Okay, so my solution on paper looks something like this. But I don't know how to get this to the exit. Okay, so I think I managed to craft a solution on paper. My solution is going to look something like this. Okay, this is really tricky. So yeah, I actually had this design, but I was actually having trouble like trying to figure out how to get it to the exit because I was originally crafting it like instead of doing it the counterclockwise way that I just did, I was trying to do it clockwise instead. But I think that this is the solution because these two are going to go here, right? 1, 2. The L has to go here. The L has to go here. And then this vertical 3 has to go right here. So that was, these are getting really having to think now. So what do we got over here? This is tilted, so that does mean, I guess I'm assuming this means that we can put this any direction we want, which I think we have seen a tilted shape before. So that might help us with some puzzles that we've seen before. So this one, we're going to make it upright like this. Yes. Now this one, we can do them either way, I assume. So these two can be combined to make kind of a 2x4 here. Like this. Yes, okay. And then you... Okay, so how do we make you? So I think these need to be attached to a wall, basically. Oh, okay. I think I found it. So it's gonna be this. So hard to figure out where to place the L block. I didn't see that this entire top row was open. So I think it's this, and then the L block is just on the left here. All right, let's go. Keep going. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to do some kind of maneuvering here. Wonder how we get over there. All right, let's see. What are we doing? So I'm guessing we're gonna need to anchor you to one of these. So right now we are attached to the black dot. Red looks out of commission. Let's try going to blue. So in order to do that... Oh. Okay, so... I guess let's do blue and black, so like this. And then isolate the red, isolate magenta, or purple, or whatever this color is. And that's going to attach blue and black. So this is going to do like a 270-degree rotation here. I do kind of wonder how to get over there. And what kind of secrets are over there. Actually, I kind of want to attach blue and... wonder if I can do this quick enough. I want to attach blue and pink together. Because these are the two ways we haven't gone yet. We don't really need to go that way anymore. We'll just do this. And we'll see what's over here. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I think I see a solution here, maybe, potentially, hopefully. Okay, I almost saw a solution, except I didn't realize that this was a 4. I thought this was a 3. So that complicates things. Or does it? No, never mind, it does complicate things. Or no, I can do this. No, I can't. Okay. I'm kind of back and forth right now between what I can and can't do here. Okay, so new solution, this. Hear me out. Yes, because we can rotate these whatever way. Ah, how is that not right? What? Okay, I guess it needs to be a rotation. We can't flip it. It has to be a pure rotation. So what if we do the same thing? We do this instead. And then here. Okay, yes. And the idea here is that these two combine. So this 4 goes 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and the L is slotted in right here. And what do we got over here? So we can put these two with these two to make kind of like a 2x3, right? But we can't make a 2x3 that encompasses both. Or actually, that doesn't even work because this wouldn't fit into this. So instead of looking like a 2x3, it would look like a 2x2 with a dot on the top and a dot on the right. If that's even what we're supposed to do. We can also make it into a T. Like a... Oh, man. So I'm thinking we can also combine these in a way to make a design that looks like this. Kind of like a... almost like a hat. I think that's right. And then this one over here, we can just do whatever we want with. So just something like this, right? How is that not... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think that was the right answer, but we just went down one too many. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 5, right? Alright, here we go. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that this is a 2x3. These two can be combined to make a 2x4. So we just have a 2x3 here. Okay, no, wait, this doesn't quite work. We're really close. Next to a 2x4. But then we can't grab this one at the top. What if... Grab it anyway. I feel like we're close here. This feels like it almost works, but just not quite. Right, gotta do some thinking here. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. So we're gonna do it like this. So it's very similar to our initial thought. We're doing a 2x3 combined with a 2x4. But instead of putting the 2x3 and the 2x4 side by side, the 2x3 is here, and the 2x4 is up here. Okay, so now what do we got over here? So these two combine to make a 2x3. And I can slot in over here. So I'm going to need some pencil and paper here to work this one out again. Okay, so I think I'm seeing a solution here. And then this one at the top is just going to be isolated from all the others. Okay, what did that do exactly? Draining. Okay, good. Just want to run through this real quick. So basically, this is really hard. So these two combine to make kind of like a 2x3, which I put over here. So this is the 2x3 over here, and the L shape just goes next to it to make that. So it wasn't too difficult. It's just kind of weird to wrap your head around. What is down here? Huh. Man, this seems to be the gift that just keeps on giving. It's never keeps going deeper. Why is this water yellow also? Wasn't the water blue? Huh, that's weird. I'm guessing there's like some kind of tint on these windows. So what is this? What are we doing here? Are we like doing like the blue is a minus? Okay, no. What if we do this? What about this? There's only so many things we can do here, right? Like, maybe this. Okay, so it's like this minus this, right? So over here, we want this minus this, which is going to give us a 2x1 like this, right? Okay, easy. And then we want this minus this, which is going to give us an L shape like this. Okay, we're swimming. We're swimming in it now. Okay, so these are going to take up the entire grid, and then we need to subtract this. It's going to give us something like this. The whole grid minus the top two over here. And then what is this? What the heck? Man. Okay, I think I see it actually. I think I see it. It's gonna be this kind of like C shape. Like that. I think that's the solution. Nice. Okay, what did you do? Gosh, I thought we weren't gonna need to go back over there again. I guess we'll turn this. Whoops, that's not right. Okay. And while that is turning real slowly, let's try to run over here real quick. Take a little bit of a look around over here. Ooh, looks like we got a boat. I want to wonder what's over here. Alright, let's look at the map real quick on this boat. I just want to see something out of curiosity. So I believe we are over here right now. Yes, we're here. The factory, we did see some of these puzzles over by the factory, so maybe when we're done there, we can head back to the factory and try to solve some of those, clean that up a bit. Okay, we got a puzzle here. That'll complete the bridge over there. We don't necessarily want to go over there quite yet. We've already been over there a couple times. Okay. Some interesting scenery. Let's take a quick look over here. Okay, this seems to be leading us deep into something. Okay, so we were just on the other side of this, weren't we? Okay, interesting. Yeah, let's just try to head back here, I suppose. I don't know what this area is supposed to kind of represent. Alright, so first things first, we want to try to figure out what this blue wire does. And it looks like it drained this over here. It's going to give us some access to some more puzzles, I assume. Let's run up here super quick. Yes, so we found this from the other side. Let's see if we can solve this. Alright, let's try doing it this way then. This should be a solution. And then we got something very similar, but on a smaller board. Okay, I think I actually see it now. I believe it is this. Yeah, okay. I don't know. This just leads us to this back path again, though. So I don't know what that really does for us. I don't know if that's just some kind of bonus or what, but let's run back over here. Feels like we're definitely solving a lot of puzzles in this episode. This might be like the most puzzles we've solved in an episode so far, probably. What the heck? Okay. What are you? Okay, so let's try this. So this plus this minus this. I think that's just gonna give us something like this, right? Like a kind of 7. No, this isn't quite right. Yeah, I think we're one short. If we had one more column, this would be the solution. Ooh, I know. What if we make... No, that doesn't work. No, my solution might work. I think we're making like some kind of weird T shape here, like an oblong kind of T. Yeah. Okay, now I got this plus this minus these two. Which I think looks like we can kind of do the same thing almost, except this one's gonna be... No, never mind. Actually, we can. It's gonna be an upside down T. Like this. Yeah, because this goes here. Basically, we put 1 over here to make this into 3. This over here to make this 3. And then we go 3 down and 3 across, right? Simple enough. Okay, well, this is interesting. I think I am seeing a solution here. Something like this. Yeah, that one's tricky. So basically this 4 just goes across. This negative cuts out this negative to make it into the 7. So we just end up with the 4 across and the L shape here. What do we got over here? Okay, so I gotta combine these together now, somehow. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to work this one out on some paper. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so I stared at that for way too long. I think... I don't even know if this is how I solved it. But I think the way I solved it was I assumed that... Well, at first I was assuming that these 4 blanks over here needed to be removed from like a 2x2 block within the image. But then I realized that wasn't possible because basically if you try to work under that assumption, you can't fit all these 3 symbols into this 4x4 grid. So basically I removed 4 individual dots. So I remove this dot over here, this dot over here. Basically I made this one a horizontal line of 3. Sorry, wait. I made this one a horizontal line of 3, so go 1, 2, 3. I made this one a vertical line of 3 that would go 1, 2, 3. And then I removed the 2 on the right over here to make it go across 1, 2. So that was quite difficult. So let's go on to the next one. One thing I'm noticing right away is that I feel like this T shape fits really well into here if we just remove one of these dots. But then where do we remove the second dot from? I think we remove it from up here. So I'm going to need to draw this out on a piece of paper real quick. Okay, so I changed my mind. Given where the exit point is, I've decided that I'm actually going to remove this dot here and put the T into this slot right here. And then I'm also going to move this corner. And I believe I've sketched it out on paper, and the shape we're going to get is going to look something like this. I believe this is the shape we get. All right. Why are you here? Weird. Let's see, actually. Can we solve this from here? We can. So what happens if we move this while we're underneath it? Okay. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Got it. Okay. Alright, where are you going? Somewhere off into the distance. Alright, let's continue on our way. We activated something. Let's see. Oh, I believe this is now drained. Okay. Alright, let's see. So, nothing minus... How does this work? What? Are these solvable? Wait, what? Do these have to... What? I mean... Okay, this one doesn't even look like it has this. What? Oh, wait, okay. I think the solution is to make this L, and then all the blue dots will cancel out this yellow up here. I'm assuming. I don't even know if this is... Are we solving... Is that a animal? Like some kind of crocodile. That's creepy. So it looks like here everything should cancel out with each other. But funny enough, it doesn't look like we can actually attach everything to each other. This might all be like... Okay, I think I see it. So do this. Okay. Must have done something right. So basically, this one and this one cancel out this, and then this one and this one cancel out that. So what do we got in here? Okay, we managed to make it to this red platform. What's down here? This looks suspicious. I'm sure this is just dye, but... What do we got here? Okay, let's solve you. Oh, what is that? I can't even see. I can't see what that is. can't tell if that's design, but this symbol here is incredible. Okay. I think it's just two. Okay. It's incredibly blurry until I hover my cursor over it, but it's 2 dots. So we want to do this minus 2. So something like this, I guess? Oh my gosh. It spooked me a little. Okay. And then we want to go up, I guess? So what if we do like the same thing, but like this instead? Okay. Okay, so what if I solve it from over here? Oh, I see now. So we're on the 9x9. Whatever we leave empty is what's going to go down. So we actually want to bring these back up again. Whoops. That was not right. And now from over here, we want to do the other solution. But we can't quite view the puzzle from here. What if we do something like this? Alright, okay, I think I'm understanding what we want to do. I think we want to find a way to lower this platform so we can get to this walkway over here. So I think... Okay, so I think we want to do this. Oh my gosh, hard to control. And then maybe if we can go backwards here somehow. So something like this. Okay. And then I'm guessing maybe we want to go straight through. So then this. Yeah, this solution is starting to feel a lot more sensible. And then we want this. Yeah, alright. And that is going to lead us up here to the laser, which is what we were aiming for this whole time, obviously. Is that going to point at the mountain, or is it going to go somewhere ridiculous? Waiting patiently. Actually, while we're waiting, I guess we can kind of backtrack. I think we're going to have to come back this... Oh, wait, there's a pathway here. Ah. I would hope after all this we know how to solve this, right? Hopefully. Yep, and then you... Yeah, no, I think it's something like this. Right? Yeah, like this. Alright, perfect. So we found our way out. Let's make sure that laser's pointing in the right direction. Yep. So let's head up there in a bit. I just want to take a quick look around here, make sure we didn't miss anything. All right, wasn't able to find anything else down there, so I came straight back to the top to see our progress on the laser, and it looks like we do have a full thing now. Huh. That is interesting. I'm not sure I want to solve this quite yet. First of all, the video timer has gone on for quite a long time. Also, there's some other stuff that I kind of want to try to tackle in this overworld. And I feel like this seems like it is going somewhere. That might be a bit of an end game kind of area. So, join us next time as we try to explore the island a little bit more. Maybe backtrack to some of those Tetris piece puzzles that we were struggling with before. And then maybe, if that doesn't lead anywhere, maybe we will try to solve this puzzle and see where this leads us. All right, see you guys then.